Hi everyone! Today we are super excited to bring dynamic filters to Framer. You can now add a number of fully customizable filter controls to your site, and viewers can then use them to search for collection items in line, or select an option from a drop-down like I'm doing here, or switch categories, which is one of the most popular filtering patterns on Framer sites. All of these filters are compatible with each other, so viewers can narrow down results to exactly what they're looking for. As you add filters, you'll notice the URL updating with query parameters. That means you can copy and share a specific filtered view. And we made dynamic filters compatible with all the other concepts shipped in Framer so far, like empty states. Now, let me show you another example, which is a gallery of Framer sites. You have complete flexibility over the design of these controls. Here, for instance, I'm showing an icon depending on the tab category. And I like to show you that filters are perfectly compatible with pagination, both load more and infinite scrolling. Tabs are very popular, but they are not the only option for categories. For instance, in this page, they show as checkboxes. As you can see, the possibilities are endless. Now, I want to go back to the first example to show you how to set up dynamic filters from scratch. Let me open Framer. Alright, here I have my familiar default blog, and I want to show you how incredibly easy it is to add interactive tabs on top where I can filter the list by category. So I'm going to select the list, add to filters, and you notice there is a new dynamic menu. So I'm going under categories, dynamic tabs, and here they are. I can immediately preview and show you that they work right away. No more complicated setups with component variants needed, they just work. Now, I'm also going to show how easy it is to customize them. So if I simply double click, I can change my active variant background color for some more contrast, and the text color as well. Then I'm gonna preview to show you that the component is immediately updated for all tabs. And as you've seen before, components give you the full flexibility of adding icons with vector sets and so on. Now, before explaining you how dynamic filters work in detail, I want to add a few more. So let me select the list, add to filters, add, and under title pick search field. I'm going to select the list again, and I'm going to look for authors and pick dropdown. Now going to do add again, featured, checkbox. And lastly, I want to add multiple checkboxes for levels. There you go. Our main goal when building dynamic filters was to make them super easy to set up. So after adding all of them to your page, they just work. So if you preview and start typing in, you see the results updating. Same when you change a drop-down or hit a checkbox, the result is immediately displayed. All these filters can be moved anywhere on the page. They are not tied to a specific layer, which makes it extremely flexible to create your own layouts. Let me pick one page in which I already did that. Now, this is a good moment to show you how dynamic filters work behind the scenes. If you select one input field, you'll notice it's pretty much the same as a form input where you can edit any style, and then it's also connected to a variable. This variable is a page variable. If I click on it, it shows with the other page variables that were automatically added when we set our fields. Now, what's special here is that they show a query parameter property. which allows you to customize what shows up in the address bar when you are using filters. Now, page variables are crucial to the functionality of dynamic filters because this input is linked to a page variable, and then the filters we set earlier are also linked to page variables. So as you can see, page variables play a crucial role. They can be set by inputs and they control filters. This setup with the page variables applies to all the controls we've been adding so far, and we've seen that customizing search fields, dropdowns, and checkboxes is really straightforward. While tabs are built with components, which means each instance has a transform applied in the properties that checks which category is set on the page and then converts to an active or a default variant. And there is also an interaction that sets the category variable on click. While speaking of interactions, let me explain that they are very useful when adding an action like clearing a filter. So let's say I have a button with a clear filters label. I can just go to interactions over here and click reset variables. As easy as that, when I preview and then I start searching for something and maybe use some additional filters that lead to an empty state, I can just click to clear all filters and restart. That's it for this overview. We know many of you have been waiting for dynamic filters and we are very excited to see what you will create. See you online and happy building!